Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Superstar Director Becca Levie with Scentsy Fragrance Family Company, and this is day 12 of our 30-day excuse busting challenge. And it is Saturday, and I am back up at the cabin for the weekend again, and I'm excited to talk to you about today. So today was, I got up and we have our group Make It Happen Saturday call, and I was able to be on that for half of it, but then I needed to go to a funeral. And it was one of those bittersweet funerals. Sometimes when you've, he was an amazing person. He had had a stroke, maybe 10 years ago, and he couldn't speak anymore. But he was out there every day planting his garden, growing his vegetables, sharing it with his family. And when he spoke, he could just basically only go ba, 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 ba. And he always tried to, he never gave up trying to share with us, as if we could understand it. But today at the funeral, they told this really cute story about him, that he finally did something really cute. They said, one day we called Grandpa, and it was around the holidays, and his answering machine came on, and it said, let's see, ba 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 ba. Well, anyways, you know me and singing. Anyways, he did this, Merry Christmas song with it. I guess you had to be there. Okay, I'm terrible at that, but it was really precious. Okay, I will move on. So, after the funeral, then I had to drive back to, so let me explain this demographics here. This canyon, this 80 acres up here in the canyon, there's about 3 other properties up here, and then we drive down 15 minutes to Joseph, where our little we're remodeling our farmhouse there, and there's about 350, 400 people, and that's where I was when I started my Scentsy business. And you've heard me talk about how, one of my first excuses I had to bust through was, hey, how can I plug in a warmer for 3 to 5 days? My original challenge was plugging a warmer in for 3 to 5 people a day for 30 days to see if this really would work. And then I realized, oh my goodness, there's not that many people here. I think they're counting chickens. So I had to bust through a lot of excuses. So then the next town where we go to shop, where at the time I don't even believe we had a Walmart yet, and was 6,000 people, and that's an additional 15 minutes away. So that's where I went today to wear my button and work on getting some new lottery tickets filled out. So yesterday in my 30 minutes, I forgot to mention that I got 1 lottery ticket. Yay, that was exciting. But today, like in Walmart, I was standing in line, and it was like a 30-minute wait. It was one of those lines, and I thought, well, that's okay, because this gives me time to maybe work the line. And I hadn't taken any samples or anything to hand out, none of my prescription bottles, because I didn't want them to melt, and I didn't know how long I was going to be at the funeral. So anyway, so all I had was catalogs and lottery tickets and my button. And so I finally turned to the person in front of me and said, hey, you don't happen to need a Scentsy consultant? I have a catalog you could look at while you're waiting. And she said, oh no, I'm good. And then I turned to the person behind me, what about you? Do you need a Scentsy consultant? No, I'm good too. And so no luck at Walmart. And then I went to to get a sandwich, and I was thinking, you know what? I remember this story about this man who sold insurance. And talk about a saturated field. Talk about a difficult sell. A hard sell is trying to make it in the insurance world. And he was challenged to just ask 10 people 5 days a week, you don't know anyone, right, who needs insurance, do you? And because he was willing to do that, ask that question 10 times a day, he ended up becoming one of the top leaders and earners in his company. So sometimes I remember that when I'm out talking, and I'll say, so that was kind of what I was saying to people today. Hey, you don't happen to know anybody who needs a Scentsy consultant, do you? And today, unlike all the other days, I kept getting no, right? And so I came home, and I was in a really good mood. I'm really kind of excited that after 12 days, I have a day like that, because that's just the law of averages. In fact, the success I've been having all week, has been a little bit higher than, quite a bit higher than the law of averages. So I knew this was good because I know you're going to experience this too. We're going to have days when we say no. And you know what? Coming home, dealing with the fact that I was going to come and do this and tell you, yep, today I worked it hard, nothing happened. That my little itty bitty icky committee had taken the day off. That is really rare, and I was really glad. But this is why. It's because of these facts that I know, that I have made peace with, that if I remember to jog my memory, it keeps me going. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. So you've heard of the batting average of 300. If you can bat 300, you know, you're a winner. And when you're a winner because you're in the big leagues and you're making that big money, you're having the lifestyle of your dreams. You're able to take care of your family. You're able to see the world. You're able to do the things that you want. So let's break that down and apply it to our Scentsy business and what we're doing, looking for hosts and customers and new Scentsy business partners, right? So what that means, this law, this batting 300, is that those highly paid professional baseball players, it means that they just have to hit the ball 3 out of 10 times and get on any base. And if they do that, they are super, super successful. And if you look at all the other sports too, it's kind of that ratio. So if it's really true that you can be in the big leagues in whatever career or industry you are with such a small percentage of success, you know, 3 out of 10 or 300 out of 1,000, then how come more of us aren't excited about all the times we strike out, all the times we get no's? Because we really don't believe and we really don't understand that just 3 out of 10 or 300 out of 1,000 is enough to propel us in our career in the direct selling industry to having the best life has to offer. So my message to you today is to learn to make peace with the fact that you're going to get a lot of rejection and you're going to get a lot of no's, but that's okay because it's those who understand that that's the price you pay, that's the sacrifice, the sweat that you go through to get those 3 golden contacts that are going to either get on base with you, whether it's in becoming a hostess or a customer or a business partner, then you can sit back and go, okay, next. Okay, today wasn't my day. Today was my day that I filled up that equation that is necessary for success. So if you did this, if you make peace with this, you can say, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to just be okay with getting on base, whatever that looks like, a customer, a host, or a new consultant, 3 out of 10 times. I'm going for my first 300 yeses out of 1,000. So think about that. We want you to shoot for 1,000, so that you can be at the top of the pay plan, so that you can be inspiring others, so they can have the life you wanted. So I hope this makes sense to you, and I hope that you can get excited and you can learn to just let that stress of, hey, they said no, they're not interested, they have another consultant, or blah, 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 go, that doesn't matter because I'm a professional. I'm a professional excuse buster, and I'm in this, and I realize it's going to take a lot of no's, a lot of not interesteds to get what I want. That's the secret that they know. They've just made peace with the rejection. And remember, we need to take that into our follow-up as well. Because once we've got those lottery tickets, we're going to go through that same kind of process with them as we follow up 5 to 8 plus times, because that has its own law of averages too. So let's learn these law of averages. Let's bust through some excuses. Let's make some amazing things happen. Let's have a lot of fun. Let's live a kind of life that others dream of, because we're okay with striking out as many times as it takes. So have a wonderful Sunday. I'm going to take it off, and then I will be back here on Monday with day 13. Kudos to all of you who are busting through. Bye.